Welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Javon Keys. It's now time for Frontline Business. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has indicated that plans are underway to provide some leeway for fast food operators and restaurants to offer their services during the periods of restriction. Mr. Holness says the government will provide an update on the proposal by next month. 2 weeks ago, founder of local fast food chain Island Grill, Thalia Lynn, expressed frustration about the curfew hours, noting that it continues to affect sales and jeopardize business and jobs. However, speaking at a press briefing on Wednesday, Mr. Holness signaled that he has heard the complaints of the operators.
And we are examining certain measures that could be put in place during the curfew hours that would allow for the delivery of food during that period of time. We have not yet finalized those measures. So at the next iteration of these measures, we should be able to have in place measures that would see fast food outlets and other food outlets being able to provide food service during the curfew hours for a defined period.
Chief Operating Officer at the Jnn Communications Group, Christopher Barnes, has announced that the telecoms company Flow has begun to pay the group for streaming its free-to-air television content. Mr. Barnes was speaking at the group's annual general meeting on Wednesday.
A milestone achievement for the group is that we have been able to get retransmission rights payments from Flow in respect to carrying TVJ. That, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, is a big development which we continue to push for with the other cable companies and also telcos in terms of recognizing the value and realizing the value of the content that we are putting out there, which traditionally was provided as a must-carry, free-carry situation. So now I think we've set the precedent that it is not free carry and that our content has value.
Meanwhile, shareholders have given Radio Jamaica the approval it needs to raise new capital to finance its projects. The Jnn Communications Group announced major plans to digitize various segments of its operations, including what CEO Gary Allen termed a digital first print product.
When you are in tough times and you're looking at opportunities for how it is that you manage your business, you want to have the most agility, you want to have the greatest level of freedom to take advantage of the opportunities as they arise. The company has no unissued float of ordinary shares at this time, so that deprives us from the kind of agility that we would want to have. We cannot issue bonus shares. We can't effect stock splits at this point without having to come back to shareholders each time we want to do that. And we can't look at some of the acquisitions that we are talking about of startups using shares, which would be one of the benefits.
The Heart Trust NSTA is reporting that the number of Jamaicans accessing its training and certification services has increased. The agency says the report is the highest in its nearly 38-year history. The entity's 2019-2020 annual report, which was tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday, revealed that training enrollment increased by 98% between 2015 and the last fiscal year. The document noted that the commencement of the merger of the Apprenticeship Board, the Heart Trust NTA, and the Jamaican Foundation for Lifelong Learning and the National Youth Service in the 2016-2017 operational year provided a surge of interest in the entity's programs. Now on to stocks. In Thursday's trading session, the JSE Combined Index declined by 2,785 points to close at under 3,000 units. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 83 stocks, of which 40 advanced, 33 declined, and 10 traded firm. The Junior Market Index advanced by 31 points to close at just under 2,000 units. Stocks advanced for Access Financial Services, Blue Power Group, Caribbean Assurance Brokers, Carreras Limited, and Siboney Group. Stocks declined for 1834 Investments, AMG Packaging and Paper Company, Berita Investments, Caribbean Cement Company Limited, and Caribbean Cream. Trading firm were Berger Paints, CAC 2000, Iron Rock Insurance Company, JMB Group, and Lasco Financial Services Limited. Trans-Jamaican Highway was the volume leader with 10.8 million units, followed by Wigton Wind Farm ordinary shares with 2.1 million units, and Sagicor Select Funds Limited Financial with 1.4 million units. And now the foreign exchange. Oil prices fell by more than 4% on Thursday, dropping to a 5-month low and extending the previous day's sharp decline. Brent crude futures were down $1.66 to settle at $37.44 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were $1.50, or 4% lower, to settle at $35.89 a barrel. And that's it for Frontline Business. I'm Javon Keys. Pleasant viewing.